Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and obviously judging by the title of the video, I'm just making a quick video on how much money it actually has cost me to get new vehicles all the time. So right now you can see I have my 2019 Ram 1500 Rebel, and yes, I have made some videos about me thinking about getting rid of it potentially already. I've only had it for about 3 months, thinking about maybe getting a Raptor and doing some stuff with that. But with all of that, in the first part of this video, I'm basically just going to go over all of the different cars that I've had over the last few years, how much I paid for them, and then how much I ended up selling them for. And then at the very end of the video, I'm going to go over some stuff with this truck and then kind of some updates on the whole Raptor situation. And of course, as soon as I start filming, it starts to rain. But the first car that I have bought brand new in the last few years was back in July of 2016. I did a 2016 Subaru Impreza sedan base model. The only thing it had added was an automatic transmission and a backup camera. I paid about $19,000 for that car, and then I ended up selling that about, what, 2 years later almost? I had it for almost 2 years. I ended up selling it in April of 2018. That's at the same time I got that 2018 Rebel for about $17,000, somewhere in that range. So I only lost about roughly $2 grand, 2,500 bucks on that car. So first car wasn't so bad. The second car was the 2006 Porsche Boxster, and this isn't a brand new car, but it was new to me. I bought that car in July of 2017. And that car I had for just over a year. I ended up trading that one in for the Shelby. I paid about $21,000 for that car, and then I sold it for, or traded it in for like $20,000. So I lost about $1 grand on that one. So we are about $3 grand deep so far in the car situation, which is kind of making me sick. Okay, these next two are the hardest. So the third one is the 2018 Ram 1500 Rebel. And that truck, I paid $44,000 for it. I bought that in April of 2018, and I traded that in for that beautiful truck right behind me for $38,000. So one truck, $6,000. Yeah, so now we are tallied up to $9,000 so far. Now the next one is probably the most frustrating for me personally, because it was a used car, and so I usually don't expect to lose a lot of money on used cars, and I did. And this was the 2017 Shelby Gt350. I bought this in September of 2018, and I traded that in for that truck right behind me as well. I got rid of both the vehicles at the same time, and I paid just under $50,000 for the truck, and I only got about $45,000 for it. So let's just say another $6 grand on that vehicle as well. So $9 grand, $6 grand. We are up to $15,000 in losses on vehicles over the last 3 years. So I hope that gives you guys some good insight into buying cars on a regular basis and what it actually does. I feel like the truck and then also the Shelby, I feel like those were a little bit of a mistake. The truck I bought right before this body style came out, and so that kind of messed with the values a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit obviously. And then the Shelby, I bought that right before they announced the GT500, right in that time, and so then those values started going down. And so yeah, I kind of bought those at the wrong time, and that's kind of why I lost out so much on them. But I mean, if you actually do the math and you do $15,000 over 3 years, that's about $450 a month, which I feel like this is a hobby of mine, which I love to do. So spending $450 a month roughly to do something that I love isn't all that bad in my mind. You guys let me know what you think on that. And with that all being said, let's get into the next trade-in, which what I'm thinking at least is going to happen. So if you guys watch my content, you know that I just bought this truck about 3 months ago, and I got a really good deal on it. I got a 15% off MSRP rebate plus dealer discount, so I only actually ended up paying $43,000 for the truck. Roughly is like $43,500, and right now current trade-in market value on this truck is about the same amount. So if I wanted to trade this in, I would pretty much get my money's worth. Tax credit would then pretty much cover whatever vehicle I buy. And I have been looking at the Raptors. I'll include some clips. I kind of filmed a Raptor over at the Ford store quickly before I made this video, but I just love the front end on those trucks. Like I said, I love the wide body look on the truck as well, and then I want one with Recaro seats. That's something that's super important to me. And if I did that, where that would update this video to would probably not put it anywhere, because I would be breaking even on this truck pretty much, so then keep it at 15,000. And on the Raptor, the only way that I will do that is if they sell it to me below MSRP, which I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, that's ridiculous, but I mean, that's the only way that I'd end up getting a Raptor, is they'd have to sell it to me for below MSRP, so then I can in turn resell it probably a few months, maybe a year down the road, and either break even on it, maybe make a little, probably not. I don't expect that, it's a vehicle, but just the biggest thing is I want to minimize my losses, because I have basically turned buying vehicles into a living. So from a business standpoint, I'm trying to obviously increase profit, so increase views, but then I need to decrease losses. So I need to decrease the amount of money that I lose when I trade vehicles so often for the channel. But with all of that, I really appreciate all of you for watching. Please comment down below what you thought, and if there's any other trucks that you think I should look at before I make my final decision whether or not I should keep this truck or get a Raptor. Maybe I should look into the GMC AT4, the Chevy Trail Boss, Toyota Tacoma. Let me know what you think on that as well, but I will see all of you in that next video.